Hello, it's a beautiful Friday morning. Greetings and wherever you are watching us from. We're broadcasting live from the Gambia Stars Africa in the Gambia. Welcome to the special edition of your ball-to-ball commentary, coming to you live from Mandinari at the Gambia Stars Africa football field with the West African Football Union Zone A. And it's, of course, spectacular days of African school football hosted by the Gambia, and seemingly have series of encounters or matches from the boys categories and the girls categories of the under 15 football tournament for WAFU Zone A. It's the semi-finals, match 1 between host nation the Gambia and Senegal. If you're watching us from your screen, on our right is the Gambia in their traditional red jersey playing from our right end. And we'll have, of course, Senegal in their traditional green jerseys playing from our left to the right. It's just barely 2 minutes into the match, these first semi-finals of the WAFU Zone A African School Football under 15 tournament in the Gambia. That's a chance for Senegal. Uncertainty between the Gambian goalkeeper and the defender, the skipper. Quick throw taken. Gambian still answering questions from the Senegalese side. Ball still in the box for the Senegalese side, but of course it's been raised for a foul. Gambian team under pressure for now. They've done extremely well coming to the stage. The host nation, the Gambia, both the male and the female category, of course, played yesterday, and we'll give you shortly the results for yesterday's match. Meanwhile, it's a corner here for Senegal. Momentarily, the corner kick would be executed shortly, but referee has some talking to do inside the penalty area. A conversation there between the central referee and the two players. And there's the corner kick, left-footed into a header by the Senegalese forward. Well, it's a goal. It's a goal for the Senegalese side, the visitors. It's a foul, rather, a foul. Yeah, there was a scramble there inside the box. In the central referee has her eyes in all the actions, but Gambia still answering questions here under pressure. The midfield from the Senegalese side, horrible tackle from the number 19. We'll get you the full lineup squad for both sides shortly. Quite an intense match already between the two sides, understandably. Understandably. It's going to be a free kick to the Senegalese side. The Terang Lions, baby Scorpions. One would say, or recall the previous years, and he was a little bit optimistic. You could hear the head coach for the Gambian team calling from his players to exercise a little bit of patience. Quite required. Senegal still playing in Gambia's half. Against a defiant Gambian team, managing to play inside their opponent's half now. Another pressure against the Gambian side, resulting to another corner. The Gambian team yet to settle Senegalese not giving them the space to do so. And a corner for Senegal again. The corner kick is imminent. Quickly taken. A header. Well, there's a touch according to the officials. It's going to be a second consecutive corner for Senegal. But that was a brilliant header again from the tallest boy on the pitch. He's had through 2 or 3 already in the set pieces administered by the Senegalese side. And now it's going to be another one for the green shirts. Meanwhile, all 10 red shirts inside the penalty box. Here comes the corner kick. The same again from the number 4. And this time around, it's a goal kick. Now the Gambian team need to have a good build-up here. The goalkeeper played to his right back. Long ball sent wide into the captain's zone. Could do a little bit with that ball. Still unable to settle. Senegal dominating the middle. As a matter of fact, all positions at the moment playing their opponent's half. Good play from the captain, the Gambian captain now. Playing to the right wing. There's a counter for the red shirts. This might be the opportunity for the Gambian team inside the penalty box. An attempt there, missed. But Gambian still in possession. And cleared away. Not quite good. What a save from the Senegalese goalkeeper, but that was a brilliant shot. Perhaps these are the moments that would uplift the Gambian team. And now on the other end, it's an end-to-end, by the way. Senegal now. Another shot intercepted by the Gambia defense. As expected, this match was never going to be an easy one. Very, very difficult match already between the two sides. Yeah, the fans are enjoying the match already. It's going to be a Senegalese free kick this time around. But yeah, it's been an end-to-end watch. A reminder of the standings or the results of yesterday. Of course, we have a whooping goals scored in yesterday's encounters. Gambia had a 2-0 lead over Guinea-Bissau, Senegal and Guinea 0-0. Then Mauritania were beaten 5-0 by the Gambian side again in the second match. Liberia were equally beaten by Senegal 7-0. Bissau 1, Mauritania 2 in the second encounter. And then Guinea 11 and Liberia 0 were the results for the boys in the matches played yesterday. A free kick for Senegal. A very good position. It's going to be a very confusing state for the Gambian goalkeeper. Getting to decide if it is going to be a left footer or a right footer. A shot has been deflected again, cleared again by the Gambian team. Senegal with the counter again. This time around, it's on one side, cleared away by Gambian number 3. Very difficult to determine where the ball would go. Inside the penalty box. A great clearance again from the Gambian defense. So far, a little bit over 11 minutes played here at the Gambino Star Africa football field. A reminder again, this is the CAF African School Football Championship, WAFU Zone A, hosted by the Gambia. And this afternoon, we'll be bringing you the bold commentary from the semi-finals. As you're watching now, it's the four semi-finals. Another counter for the Senegalese side. Clearance again from the Gambian defense, as they've been, but again, miscalculated there. And well defended by a defiant Gambian red shirt. They've done extremely well coming to the stage with Senegal as well. So it's a highly anticipated encounter between the two sides, having previously met in all the respective categories. The under 20, the under 17. Quite not often with the senior national team, the Gallant Scorpions. But this is a familiar opponent, Gambia and Senegal, in the West African A block. And so matches of any kind, be it a friendly match or a tournament, is expected to be intense. I'm sure the coaches were aware of that already, and the boys as well. These are conversations that happen across the streets, in Senegalese streets and the Gambian streets as well. The Gambia and Senegal. Sepa. A chance for the Senegalese side. Struck his old teammate. Unfortunately, no injuries, but a corner for Senegal again. And this time, it would be, of course, Pierre-Maurice Menge to administer the corner kick for Senegal. Inside the penalty area, the Gambian goalkeeper has been super busy in this first period. And now they'll have a goal kick. Clearance from the Gambian defense again. And now they have a chance inside the penalty area. But the Senegalese defense is solid. That's a player down. Has to be attended to. Suleiman Mane is the player that requires treatment from the medical team. And the Gambia's number 9, Demba Nyang, and of course Amadou Sao will both have a word with the technical team. Would be a moment perhaps to relay a few instructions on the touchline, and Yamane should be fine. The match will resume shortly after Mane's collision there. Sitting back here. Finds the number 8, Pierre. He's been very busy in the middle. Pierre receives a tackle. Yeah, and has to be extremely careful at the back line there for the Gambian team. But they've done so well so far in defending a very aggressive front line. Gambia's keeper now trying to look for that space, taking his time. And the time that comes with a cost. Senegal now with another counter. Finds space, and he was too hesitant. A shot comes in. Again, too ambitious. Really has to be careful. Paul Senghor has been a busy goalkeeper for the Gambia. Great header from Lamin Sanyang. And that's a foul on Hussein Fati. Fati quickly plays the ball, but referee has to replay that. Yankuba Bari, meanwhile, is on the ground. It's going to be retaken again for the Gambia. Amfal Toure. And in the middle, have two players waiting. Paul Ndeki. Cleared again. Hussein Fati for the Gambia. Nyang, Fati. Fati finds space. This could be dangerous for the Gambia. Lamin Sanyang. Sanyang scored on offside. Flag raised up. But again, that was a good build-up from Ndeki too. Of course, Lamin Sanyang. It's going to be a Senegalese goal kick. Captain Babakar Gueye for Senegal has been super busy as well, taking charge of the build-ups. It's 0-0 here at the Gambian Stars Africa Football Field in Mandinari. This is the Gambia hosting the WAFU Zone A African Schools Football Championship. And this is the first semi-finals match between the Gambia and Senegal. 0-0 so far. Senegalese draw. Great header again from the Gambian defense after played back. Ndeki still in forefront. Mohamed Ngom. Ngom for Senegal. Ngom, very tricky player there, but well defended again by the Gambian defender, and he eventually gets a foul. Amadou Saho receiving applause against Ngom. Amfal Toure to execute that free kick. Sent a long one to Ndeki now. Suleiman Mane dispossessed, but finds support. Dembanyang, but there's a foul. Senegalese player down. You could hear the Senegalese coach talking to Ngom to create space. Meanwhile, the player would require treatment. Senegalese Ibrahima Kamara. It's going to be a fair play administered by the central referee. And there goes the whistle marking the end of the first period, half-time here at the Gambian Stars Africa Football Field between the Gambia and Senegal. So far, 0-0. What we've seen has been an end-to-end watch, an end-to-end encounter, and of course, it's quite familiar meeting between two sides, like you mentioned, in all categories from both the under 17, under 20, and of course, senior national team. One thing for sure, there has been the routine would be either a 0-0 or very minimal amount of goals scored or post penalty shootouts. We've seen all those encounters as the officials march into the dressing room to take a break, take a moment, players as well getting a word or two from the technicians. Half time here at the Gambino Stars African Football feel between the Gambia and Senegal, and it's nil-nil. hosted by the Gambia. We are broadcasting live from the Gambian Stars Africa Football Field, and I am, of course, Ahmed Oba, joined by Esabra. The first cautionary card for the Senegalese side, foul against, of course, Pierre. Esa, welcome to again another edition of the Wabba Zone A African School Football, the under 15. I mentioned earlier that any kind of match between the Gambia and Senegal, irrespective of the type of match it is, whether it's a friendly, it's a tournament, or whatever, it's always never going to be an easy encounter, is it?
Definitely not. That is a long-standing history. So many away from the football game is we are neighbors, we are brothers and sisters for football. Because you know that the moment you share borders and you are playing a football match, it's always tough, always demanding, always asking from the players. And these are two nations with different history as far as football is concerned. But yeah, I was watching all the games yesterday. I could not have been here because of my sport program, like and others go and enjoy the games, make the houses go. And I'm really looking forward to a wonderful day.
Mohamed Keita will be administering the free kick for Senegal. That is a long ball to the opponents. It's kind of a routine as it started in the first period, where Senegal gaining dominance against the host nation. But the Gambian team has been very solid so far. The defensive perspective. That's a free kick. Very tricky, right at the edge of the penalty area. And this is going to be the captain's. There's some kind of conversation going on there. We've seen very, very dramatic tackles from both sides. Of course, we've just witnessed the first portion of the match, but the first half has been very tense. So far, only the Gambian team hasn't had a corner. We have about 4 or 5 corners from the Senegalese side. That shows how dominant the Senegalese team were, but also how defiant the Gambian defense was. Let's find out how this set piece would result to for the host nation, who are going to mount a 3-4 man wall, and goalkeeper sitting back. That's for the Senegalese side. Sorry, Ahmad Lamine Sane would have some work to do as he has done in the first period. It's a 4-man wall and a left-footed set piece for the green shirts. There was the whistle for Senegal. The set piece was way too ambitious.
A wicked delivery and went inches wide, not far from the goalpost.
Indeed, a heavy one, a heavy touch from Senegalese Pierre Maurice Menge.
I think he was looking for the near post, top corner, very difficult to execute. He had the power, but the placement wasn't there.
And now the Gambia have a chance inside the penalty area. This could be.
That is some
What a save. What a save from the Senegalese side. But again, a very good run from Gambia's Lamine Sanya. He's been quite instrumental from the beginning. And these have been the same animations we've seen in the first half. An end-to-end watch. Get your chance. I get mine. The Gambia in the counter again. Looking for space. That was way a little bit slow from Hussein Fati. Keeper was already waiting. Mane has a torch on his head. And goalkeeper back here to make it easy for Senegal.
they are allowing Gambia limited time on the ball, and that was why we had the Gambia had the chance of the number 16 because he made a first time run while the Senegalese left footback was trying to press and the pass came in. So they're trying to be as forceful as they possibly can, try to have that cohesion, that composure in the middle of the pass. And the Gambia, on the other hand, need a bit more of fluidity if they are to break the Senegalese back line.
Yeah, and Senegalese would administer their first substitution of the game to introduce Sheikh Omar Sy, number 24, the number 12, who is of course Ibra Mingue. 6 would be making way instead. That is Sheikh Ahmed Tidiane. Yeah, changement pour l'équipe de Sénégal, numéro 20 de Sheikh Omar Sy, remplacer le numéro 6. Donc il y a Sheikh Ahmed Tidiane Diassi pour le Sénégal. Match continué. Il y a Africain, football africain, il y a U15. La demi-finale, c'est difficile hein, pour toujours. Donc Gambie et Sénégal. Wow, what a display there from the Senegalese, the Gambian number 20 Mane. He's been very, animated throughout the first period, but perhaps lacking support. An end-to-end watch again. It's Gambia's turn to defend. There's a foul.
Heavy touch on the head. I think the Gambia number 16 will be one of the lifeless players. He's trying using it to break the back line of Senegal. But I like the hunger from the Senegalese boys. The way they press, the way they try to win the ball back instantly after losing it. And if they can be a bit more composed in the final, then they'll break the Gambia's back.
Paul Ndeki. What are we going to expect today? Would it be another post-penalty shootouts? A foul, but play on says the referee. It's the ball. Now Senegal on the other end have a chance. The number 14, Mohamed Ngom inside the penalty area. And that's the goal for Baragay, the captain for Senegal. Makes it 1 for the visiting side.
That is some finish at the back post. Most of the Gambian players went to defend the first line, and when the pass was played to the far post, you always knew that he will find the back of the net. The whistle from the central referee is gone. Oh no, it wasn't actually. Well, the Gambian players fell. Most of the players have gone back to their line. And but that was a brilliant finish. All the Gambian players, all the players went to the near post, and the passer made it absolutely brilliant to connect the one at the far post, and Senegal lead by a goal to nil.
What just happened? As the Senegalese side was celebrating.
Yeah, I think there's a rule that says when you score a goal, like if all the players go back to their line, then the opponent can restart play because technically they're already back to their court. So I think that's what the Gambian players tried to execute. But the central referee was writing, so she wasn't quite there. But I think the Gambian young players understand the rule quite well.
That is amazing to know. The fact that as young as they are, they're able to understand the language of the game, and of course execute that. That's a plus. I would always say this: development football is not just about the goals or the results, but it's about understanding the game. And at such a tender age, 15, if you're able to understand the laws of the game, that is a plus for you. And that is what the Gambian team has just shown.
Yeah, I mean, before coming or last night, I was making so much research about the competition and as to why it is. I think CAF and WAFU are doing an admirable job because I will tell you for free, Mr. Arms, that most of the players who go to school at this age, or some of them who go to school at this age, go to school also because of football.
Absolutely.
You have heard Sadio Mane that sometimes he's only punctual in school when there is football time. So these young players want to enjoy playing football. They love playing football. And if CAF are not bringing a method and WAFU are bringing a method to ensuring that football is mixed with a school education, so that motivate them to go to school at the same time also playing football, which I think is an admirable job. Because if they are going to school, that means they can already read and write.
reading and write will help you better understand rules. That's what they try to execute here. So this is a massive achievement and a brilliant initiative.
Senegal trying to make it two against a defiant Gambian side, who, by the way, earlier on made a substitution. Number 15 was introduced. Abdou Cisse came on for the number 2, Paul Senghor. Excuse me. Gambian side, Mane. Mane gets a corner.
I love how slick Gambian players are now becoming, how fast they are becoming, but I also love how aggressive Senegalese players are.
They are.
I mean, in football, it's not who wants it more, it's who needs it more. And Senegalese at the moment are needing it more.
Absolutely. The Gambian team, a corner, way too ambitious from the captain, Amfal Toure.
Now you can see the gaffer calling them to calm down because the adrenaline is now coming in. They're leading and they understand that they have only not much to defend. So that panic, that pressure is started creeping, and the gaffer is now starting on technical area, urging them to calm down. And calm down, they have to do Senegal.
Meanwhile, Senegal would establish a build-up here. Would it be a long ball to the opponent's half? Presumably, yes. And eventually, it's a Gambian free kick. The number 8, Abdou Cisse. So, not many bodies in the Senegalese defense from the Gambia. They're still hungry, wanting to find the equalizer. And possibly a post penalty. That is a great pass. It's a pass. And now it's a counter for the green shirt. Senegal well defended again. Yeah, and you could see the energy, you could see the exuberance from
was as good as
Sakho.
the pass.
Absolutely. Amadou Sakho already celebrating that defensive rule is just executed now. And would be a Senegalese corner, taking it calmly. Gambia's job this time again would be to defend. Something that they really are not anticipating to have more. Would rather be offensive than be defending. And it was easy for the goalkeeper, Moulabin Sane, to launch a long ball intended for Gam. But again, there's so many red shirts behind the midfield. What a tackle again from the Gambians. Abdou Cisse, he's not taking it any easier again. It's going to be a free kick to Senegal. And yeah, you could see the frustration from Lamine Sanyang protesting as the Senegalese players down. What could it mean to the Gambian team now?
Yeah, that was a heavy lunch. I think the Senegalese are aggressive. They're wanting it. They're really needing it, not actually wanting it. They really need it, and they are doing exactly so. I think in football it is not over until it is over, and they are just a goal behind. They are just a chance behind from level. It matters, but you cannot score when there is no composure. So the calmer you are, the most composed you are, then the better you are to finding that equalizer. But it will require some doing for Gambia because I only see them penetrating the backline of Senegal one, and like you described, Gambia are yet to have a corner. So that is another reason as to how tight and slick they are at the back.
Set piece into the penalty box. Gambian has a defensive job to do. Goalkeeper Sane, easy for him. Quickly finds a touch. This is very dangerous. Senegal with a chance now. And that was poorly delivered again by Prosper Antoine Amadou.
He was looking for the goalpost. Didn't mind that was off his line, and he didn't have his execution right.
A Gambian throw. Abdou Cisse. Really need to work on their communication. Sanyang was the intended pass, but there's a foul against Abdou Cisse towards Mohamed Keita. There's that chemistry between the players that I've observed so far.
Communication between the referee and the I'm seeing you.
Oh yes, and you know what that means, right?
Yeah, I think he was trying to talk the Senegalese player on the foot there, and he was like, I'm seeing you, I'm seeing you.
And that's a free kick for the Gambia. Lamine Sanyang. It's exchange rules with Abdou Cisse. Lamine Sanyang. Abdou Cisse was playing from the left wing. Now switch role to the right wing. Lamin Sanyang perhaps he was very busy in the first half. A chance for Mane. He's been quite slow on the ball. And it is going to be another Senegalese set piece. Free kick to Baragay, the goal scorer. It's Senegal 1, host nation the Gambia 0 at the West African Football Union Zone A semi-finals of the African Schools Football Championship. So far in the male category, this is the first semi-final. Senegal side will administer another substitution shortly to introduce Mohamed Kasul Soumare. Great ball sent, but again, not too many red shirts up front there. I think so far that has been the Gambian weakness. Is you don't often see, look at the red shirts in their opponent's box and look at how deep they are falling behind when they needed a goal.
Yeah. I mean, if you are a goal behind and you need an equalizer, you need to have more bodies in the penalty area. And you're absolutely right there. The Gambia only have the front three as they're playing a typical 4-3-3 formation. And when the ball is in the attacking third, you only see 3 players in the opponent's half. So where is the attacking midfielder? Where is the central midfielder? You need to have at least 5 bodies in the penalty area if you want to come back to a game that you are losing and with of course 3 minutes to go. So the more bodies you have in the penalty area, the more chances you have. But I think with how composed Senegal are at the back, with how combative they are, it's going to be very, very difficult penetrating with just a 3 players in the penalty area. With Senegal having 4 and also their defensive midfielder also dropping deep to help on the defensive cover.
Absolutely. Gambia still having a chance though. Mane has been fouled. Receives a free kick for the Gambian side, but there's going to be the substitution. Changement pour l'équipe du Sénégal. Il y a numéro 7. Il y a Mohamed Kassoul pour entrer. Et remplacement du numéro 14. Il y a Mohamed Ngom. Ngom had a very spectacular match. A very good display for the Senegalese side. He was involved in almost all the chances that the Senegalese side had in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, that happens in the game. Sometimes nerves can creep in, and some of the boys, this is the biggest stage they have ever played in, are representing their nation for a school football tournament in an entire zone. So it's very, very difficult, very demanding. But yeah, this is just the beginning, and the winner here, the champion of this competition, represent the Wafu A for the CAF school football competition.
A free kick to the Gambia. 2 red shirts again behind the ball, including Lamin Damfa. Lamin Damfa, 2 Senegalese defenders having a touch on the ball. Gambia needs it more. Pressure. You see, not too many bodies. There is substitution going on. The number 13 for the Gambia replacing the number 12. That is, of course, Moses Tamba for Usainu Fati for Seni Sane.
So now this is what you were talking about. More players in the penalty area, and you can see them now more, and they win the winner corner. So
they should.
Now referee, you saw the referee instruction the fourth official 2 minutes to be added on. So then they are having bodies now. You can see almost everybody in the attack except the netminder.
That's how it's
also
supposed
very near
to
to
be.
the center line.
Yeah, and now Senegalese will take every moment to claim for a free kick, every moment to claim for a medical treatment as the Senegalese bench, technical bench, is becoming chaotic.
They need it. They really do need it.
Funly chaotic, I guess. It's a friendly chaos. Corner. Since already Gambians looking for that equalizer. This could be the moment. Defended by the Senegalese keeper. You could see how aggressive and demanding he is from the fans and the technical side.
The female team, the supporters, are giving them all the support they need now.
Into the final minute of regulation time.
Brilliant.
The Gambians still looking for that equalizer. Ball played back to Lamin Sane, the goalkeeper. You could say the flag is raised up, and 90% of the spectators are unhappy with that call.
Yeah, that was not an offside. But the assistant referee knows better than anyone. He's in a better view. But I think the centre forward was in an offside position in number 20, but the other was the left winger who was running on a clear onside position. But yeah, that's a beautiful game. Some tense moment, and as you can see, he's also in a position where the Senegalese supporters are, so it's understandable.
Il y a 2 minutes de temps additionnel pour le match de demi-finale, première demi-finale pour CAF Wafu Zone A football de africaine. Sénégal a gagné pour le 1-0 pour l'équipe de Gambie.
Beautiful chorus from their female team.
Absolutely amazing ambience. A free kick to the Gambia. This could be the end for the Gambian team, the host nation. Senegal meanwhile are jubilating. It's never over until it's over completely. And Gambia have a chance. Unlucky again for the number 9, Demba Nyang. Very, very unlucky.
Yeah. The players claimed for a handball there, but the central referee was not interested. And she waved play on instantly. The Gambian players claim for a penalty.
Yeah. And now he will take all the moments, Serin Bake, to stay on the ball as referee gets a peep onto her watch. The clock is ticking for the red shirts.
That could be the final action. It is. Senegal into the final.
It is the final action of the 4 semi-finals match, and the images describes it all. The green shirts, the visiting team, Senegal, are qualified to the finals of the African Schools Football Championship WAFU Zone A tournament after scoring a goal to nil against the Gambian side. Of course, courtesy of captain Bakar Gay. A celebration mood for the Senegalese, but again, Gambian players on the ground.
Yeah, a goal in the start of the second half was enough. You always know that if you concede first, which at the time is always difficult to come back on level terms. But defending team Senegal did. They were absolutely solid. They were combative in the best way possible. And now the Gambian players are down to the floor. Understandable, because the winner will go to the CAF under 15 school competition. So yeah, Senegal are into the final, and they'll face either Guinea Conakry or Mauritania, who are coming to play next.
It's been a fantastic watch so far, Esa. Not just about the goals or the victory and the loss. Yeah, you could see the Senegalese team singing their traditional local songs. Match c'est fini. Sénégal a gagné 1-0 pour le Gambie. Et encore, Sénégal s'est qualifié pour le final du match et du tournoi. C'est ça, bien équipe, bien de équipe.
They're in the final.
Yeah,
They're in the final, and they have all right to be delighted, all right to be joyous.
they have.
See how happy their players are, and even the supporters, the female team, who are serving as the supporters today.
Fantastic display from both sides. Hard luck to the host nation. And we will just witness the administering of the match interviews, live match interviews. But yeah, a fantastic encounter. We have been entertained. We have been, of course, given all the drama, all the animations as anticipated, especially between two giant nations. But that is the end of the road for the Gambian team, the host nation. And Senegal have qualified to the finals of the WAFU Zone A African Schools Football Championship. We will hear from the head coach of the Gambia first.
Okay, it's a fine game. Our guys didn't capitalize. That's why they got to strike. But it's a good. The win or lose or draw. I think it's fair. Okay. The next for them, we'll try and motivate them so that we can keep them in the same team. Yeah.
Now the next thing is the third place. How are you going to prepare for that third and fourth place playoff?
Yeah, okay. I'll come to win the third place as far as I need to go to the final. That is, it's a football. I say it's a football. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Félicitations. Sénégambia ñoo doon joué ngeen gagné ko 1-0 naka ngeen préparé match bi.
waaw match bi préparé nañ ko bu baax ndax dañ doon jël équipe boo xamante ne si dëkkam la nekk il faut nga ñëw mentalement nga nekk au top physiquement nga nekk au top pour mën a gagné match bi te on l'a fait ndax Gambie dafa nekk biir dëkkam yombul nag pour nga jouer ak moom mais on l'a fait daal.
léegi dem ngeen final yéen a ngi xaal diggante Mauritanie ak Guinée naka ngeen di waajalee match bi.
waaw d'abord ñun ay demi-finale indiwuñ fi final tamit indiwuñ fi ñu la moo ñu fi indi dañuy jël coupe moo ñu fi indi te ñi ngi xaar tamit Guinée ak Mauritanie ñun nag kuñ si am pare nañ waaw ñun kuñ si am pare nañ ndax ñun jël coupe moo ñu fi indi waaw il faut daaw ñoo ko jëloon te ren tamit dañoo ñëwaat pour jël ko pour qualifier à la CAN incha allah. merci.
coach félicitations.
Merci.
match bi métti woon na waaye gis nañ ne dafa mel ni da nga préparé sa boy pour match yu mel ni.
Préparé oui parce que bu liy ñëw wax nañ ni dañuy ñëw pour représenter Sénégal et puis nekk détenteur du titre kon am na dañ ko war a défendre maintenant dañ koy défendre ba fu mu yem waaw dafa benn match nag match bi jàll na dafa benn match on va essayer de xool nu muy demee entre Guinée ak Mauritanie après ñu jéem a jëlaat suñu chance si match bu si toppaat quoi. mais di féliciter aussi équipe gambienne bi parce que dañuy démérité wuñu def nañ ce qu'il fallait mais football moo demee noonu on était plus près et puis plus de chance que ñoom bon di leen wax tous mes encouragements.
merci.
merci jërëjëf.